Hello everyone, and welcome to Gidget and the Mysterious Thievery of Hoppity Town. I saw this while just browsing Twitter one day, and this apparently is like a visual novel, and I really like the art style of it. I just want to see what this is about. Good morning, ladies and gents and non-binary friends. Slippy here. I'm the Frog reporting. Okay, you can advance with space. I think this is made with like Renpie. I'm not quite sure how you say it, but I am actually not very used to games that use that to run, so... It's now 6 in the morning in Hoppity Town. It seems the day will start out bright and sunny, but don't let your guard down, my slippery frog. Because clouds will cover the sky in the afternoon, and there is a big chance of rain. So if you'd rather not get soaked to the skin, better be sure to carry a lotus leaf umbrella with you. Wouldn't want to ruin that nice shirt you got as a present, am I right? Good day, everyone. Slip out. Oh dear, rain? I sure hope no one gets sick. Kids are so scatterbrained these days, that they forget to take care of themselves properly. Although there's nothing a warm cup of tea and a few of my homemade swamp cookies can't cure. Speaking of the frog, here, they must have finished baking. Whatever could be those sounds. I think they came from downstairs. Ah. My beautiful bakery. Who could have done this? No, stop, thief! My mittens! Finally done. Crest, what time is it? Almost 11:30, Gid. Gidget's office. I love the character design in this. What? No, we lost the whole morning. I was supposed to go to Miss Lollyhops later. Seriously, that again? You're not a frog. What? I know I can't live without my morning special, Crest. I need sugar in my system. But I love a frog. Put yourself together already. If he hadn't convinced you to clean the office, you would have put it off. If I had convinced you to clean your office, you would have put it off again. Come on, a little dust and occasional sweets never hurt anyone. A little occasional? Are you being serious right now? You would have drowned a mountain of papers and sugar if I hadn't stepped in. What are you, my mom? Might as well be. Crest. I'm just messing around with you. As long as the office doesn't turn to a pigsty, it's okay to be a little messy. Just remember that it's important to have a neat-looking place if you expect to get more clients. I hate it when you're right. What's that? You say something? Shut it. Oh well. Oh, for the love of... I know it's not that early, but come on. Does he have to make all that noise every time? Guess he must be feeling really energetic, huh? Gidget Croak is always energetic. At least he rings the doorbell. I'll get it. It's criminal! Hello to you too, Croaky. Hi, Midget. I mean, Bridget. Gidget. Please don't tell me it's another one of your let's see who can catch the criminal first nonsense. Nonsense, I'll have you know the police force is extremely proficient at doing their job, and unlike your private investigators, with your questionable methods, we do it all in the name of law. Real justice always prevails. Right. That's why I feel the need to give you a hint every now and then, or you private investigators would be at a constant impasse. Well, I don't doubt for a second that the police are more than capable at catching criminals, and getting a bit of info from an officer himself isn't something I'm about to reject anytime soon. I knew you'd understand, Gidget. Then again, not all police officers have citizens' best interest at heart. There are some cases they deem unimportant, that's why we always need private detectives. Don't you think different skills and abilities just should have a bigger purpose than just competing with each other? Yeah? Tell us, Mr. Policeman, what's got you in such a hurry? That's right, I almost forgot. Miss Lollyhop's mittens were stolen. What? I came straight from her home. She actually wanted to see you, Gidget, but she's afraid of another burglary taking place at her bakery, so she doesn't want to leave. Miss Lollyhops. Wait a minute. This isn't the first thievery of this week, is it? Now you mention it. Unfortunately not. There have been a few more cases of home burglary these few days. But the rest is classified information, so I can't tell you anything. What you told us was still really helpful. Thank you, Croak. No problem. Anywho, I must return to my own investigation at once. May the best detective catch the culprit. Adios. He's like a flash of lightning, that guy. Don't you think so? Gid? So according to Croak, Miss Lollyhop's mittens weren't the first stolen item this week. Do you think it's the same culprit? Already flipped your switch, huh? And you didn't even have any sweets yet. Guess that means we should visit Miss Lollyhops then. Killing two birds with one stone, are we? You know me so well. It was a good thing we cleaned up then. Now you'll be able to find your stuff more quickly. Aside from your magnifying glass, which may as well be a part of your body, you do remember where you put your other tools, right? About that. Gidget, stop nagging me, will you? I can find them just fine. Now where do I put my tools? I'll be needing a notebook, a pen, and gloves. Gidget won't be able to use their full potential if she doesn't carry their tools. Click on the screen to check places where Gidget might have put them. Okay. Crest's desk. It's close to the window because Crest loves to bake in the sun. Also because less dust gathers over there. Who are you talking to? Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Just a notebook for holding clues. Check. Now with this, I can record all the clues I find and write important notes. You just found their notebook. Try clicking the notebook icon in the bottom right. Oh, it's this. Okay. Cool. You can check Gidget's notebook for important clues and record your progress. Found item clues and testimonies will be recorded inside the inventory. Is this normal? Again, I haven't played many like Ren'Py or Ren'P games, so that could be a default thing, and I just don't know about it. I'm more an RPG Maker guy than a visual novel guy. I feel like I've played like one game with Visual Novel Maker. Like I don't know, like the Dagisa stuff like is way more my bread and butter. Like our drawers, we store several things over here. You guys remember Visual Novel Maker? Has that like ever like? I feel like I've only played like one game made with that. Like it really didn't seem to take off the same way like RPG Maker MV or MZ did. I don't know. I remember I tried to make something with it once, but I kind of like quit and started working on something else instead. Crest likes to dust them regularly, so they're very clean. I just had to organize them today, so they're neat too. What do we have here? Cool. It's just a piece of wood. Or it's a stick. Blueberry ink pen for taking notes. I don't think that would work. You want to sing too? No, I don't. I kind of like Crest. Crest gets embarrassed, but I know they really like them. I spotted them gazing at the picture more than once. I was reading the game page too. I think Crest is non-binary. Yeah, Gidget's part-time assistant who's been their friend for a long time. Crest nags Gidget a lot. They dislike messes and dirt. They have like little bios on here as well. Gidget, she, they. Rookie detective from Hoppity Town. They love sweets, bad puns, and helping others. Croak, him, one of Hoppity Town's best police officers who aims to protect all citizens. He barges into Giddy's office almost every day. And Miss Oli Hops, she, her, one of Hoppity Town's elders. She loves baking sweets for children. Her specialty are homemade swamp cookies. Cool. I like how they have 3 fingers like the design does. Gloves added to inventory. Gloves for avoiding leaving fingerprints and possibly touching dangerous substances with my bare hands. Detective points. Gidget needs to collect detective points in order to solve the case and get the best possible outcome. A low number of detective points may result in a bad ending. There's multiple endings to this. Knowing me, I'll probably just go for one. I don't know. How do you earn them? By questioning and investigating like a true detective. Oh, FedEx truck is outside. Hope you can't hear that. Bear in mind, though, that the amount of detective points you earn won't be shown to you from now on. You'll have to wait until the end to find your total amount. At last but certainly not least, you got a final piece of information. You can end your investigation at any time by clicking on Crest. I'm ready for now. Well, I'm glad you managed to find your tools quickly. Of course, who do you think I am? Very smart yet very messy detective. Let's go. I want to know why Crest is a... What'd this say? Like a lizard? Crested gecko, yeah. Because, like, they're the only character that isn't a frog, which makes me think like there's something might be up with that. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so invested in Crust right now. Miss Ollyhops, are you okay? Wow, that's a lot of police tape. Seems that Croak and the other officers were quite busy for a while. Gidget, dear, you're just in time. I just finished making mini cakes. Mini cakes? Weren't her mittens stolen? No bake mini cakes. I mean, I don't think even the police are that fast at catching culprits. That's right, she's shaking. I'd love to have some cake, Miss Ollyhops. You also have that tea you made me try last time. It was very nice. Of course, please do come in. I'll go ahead and prepare everything. Why don't you wait for me upstairs? Sure thing. Let's go, Crust. I'm not sure if I should. Don't be ridiculous. You know Miss Ollyhops isn't like that. She never treated you differently from being a gecko. Why would she do that now? Okay? Aw. Thank you for waiting, dear. Wow, everything looks amazing. Bladder will get you nowhere, Gidget. I mean, Miss Ollyhops, you've outdone yourself. I can't wait to devour this. I can't wait to try these. I brought some sugar, too, since I know you like to sweeten your tea. Miss Ollyhops, you have no self-control? I can't hear you. What are you three? Miss, Mick... Oh, right, yeah, okay, I don't think I've ever seen that in a game before. They do MX when the character is non-binary sometimes. Is it pronounced mix? Is it silent? Is it like or M or... Mix assistant. There is very loud construction outside. Hold on a sec. Mix assistant, would you like a cup of tea? That's very kind of you, Miss Ollyhops. Thank you. Who are you and what have you done with Crest? That hurts. Gidget, dear, is everything alright? Everything is fantastic. Such a good cake. Damn, Gecko, they kicked me down the table. But more importantly, shall we get back to business, Miss Ollyhops? Would you tell us what happened? Yes, I'm afraid this incident has left me very confused. I may not recall everything. I also know from the news that this isn't the first thievery this week. Even the police confirmed it when they came earlier. I don't understand who could possibly need a pair of mittens. They only have sentimental value. It's not something expensive. I even made sure to protect my door further with a wooden bar. Her hands are shaking. I will definitely catch the culprit, you have my word. Gidget, dear. And you don't have to worry about remembering everything exactly as it happened. No matter how small, any detail that comes to mind about the incident will be helpful. Alright? We know it was stolen, okay? Like, I'll just go in order. Let's see, I woke up around 4:30 as usual, since I always like to do my baking very early. The silence helps me relax, and I strive for the baked goods that I sell to be as fresh as possible. I can definitely attest to that. Thank you, dear. Today I thought I'd make my homemade recipe of swamp cookies for the bakery's morning special. So I finished my big batch of them and put them in the oven. While I prepared to listen to Slippy's weather report. Then when my cooking timer rang, I heard the noise downstairs, a different noise, not the cooking timer. That's right, I usually take the cooking timer with me, so I can control the timing of the baking while I do other things. See, I hope I hope you could describe the noise you heard. It was similar to rustling, perhaps some sort of squelching? And the closer I got to the sound, the louder they were. Of course, I thought it was odd. I even considered it could be the oven, so I went towards the noise, and it was awful. My beautiful, beautiful kitchen was ransacked, and there was mud everywhere. I was so shocked that I screamed. Should I be taking notes of this stuff? Like, mud, I feel like, is going to be an important detail later. I noticed someone leaving my kitchen from the window, with my mittens no less. So the culprit escaped from one of the windows downstairs. Thankfully, nothing else. But thanks to that awful thief, I couldn't take out my cookies in time, and they got burnt. I can't bake without my mittens. Poor Ollyhops, it'd be tricky for an old lady to grab a tray without... It'd be tricky for anyone to grab a tray without mittens! Dish towels aren't even heat resistant. I'm sorry, Gidget, I'm afraid not. I only saw a bit of a shadow and... Well, I thought maybe my eyes were deceiving me from the shock, but it didn't look like a frog. Interesting. Nothing other than my kitchen being a mess. The nerve of that thief, I tell you. I didn't understand where the mud came from either, so it wasn't even raining at the time. Okay, so the mud is important. This morning was pure sunshine. Where could the mud have come from? Cool. Miss Hops, would you mind letting us look at the crime scene? Not at all, dear. I thought you might want to do so. So I didn't clean anything even after the police left. We'll try to be as quick as possible. I know it's not pleasant to have a messy home. Are you sure about that? Shut up, Crest. You know what I mean. Alright, it's mystery showtime. Yeah, just remember not to rush, okay? I know you're very observant, but you can also be a bit impatient sometimes. Search carefully. Yes, Mom. Let's do this, Giddy. On it, partner. So the game's kind of encouraging me to go for a bad ending. I noticed that the cursor changes when like you can examine stuff. I would like the morning special, please, with extra icing, and I would like $1 million. Actually, so would I. Wait, no, really. Imagine all the sweets I could buy, all the restaurants I could visit. Are you not surprised? As if you're any better, you'd probably spend a lot buying the best cleaning supplies you could get your hands on. No, I wouldn't. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Gotcha. Wait. One of the cups is broken. I hope Miss Hops didn't step on it. Are you worried, Crest? No, it's just, well, okay, maybe I am. She's an old lady who lives alone. How can I not be concerned? Don't worry, partner. From what I could tell, she was walking normally and also wearing boots, so I don't think her feet got hurt. That's good, then. I wonder why Miss Hops didn't mention a crashing sound. Was this really done during the incident? Wouldn't a broken cup normally be in the floor? Maybe Miss Hops herself put it away so that nobody would step on it. Didn't she say she didn't touch anything to preserve the crime scene? I'll have to keep that in mind. Interesting. Wait, how do I open the menu? Okay. So it somehow broke and yet stayed on the shelf. That's interesting. It's a dirty handprint. Rather big, don't you think? Doesn't even seem to have webbed fingers. Interesting. It's not like dinosaur hands, like it's... What's an animal known for being muddy? A pig? Did those look like pig hands? I mean, they might very well in this art style. I don't know. Like, we've only seen a gecko and frog so far. The bread rack seems to be okay, thankfully. It doesn't seem like the culprit messed with this. That's a lot of muddy footprints. You said it. It actually looks and smells like garbage from up this close. Why the heck is it so slimy? Gross. You have a handkerchief. We could take a sample. Thank Frogness, you didn't touch it directly. Here you go. Oh, ew. Of course you do. Well, yes, I wouldn't mind if a little dirt, but the slimy mud could ruin them, and the gloves were a present after all. Croak would be beet red if he heard you say that, and probably croaking non-stop. So these footprints also seem rather big to be from a frog. At least there's less mud here. Still gross though. Hang in there, Crest. We won't take long. Anyway, from the looks of it, it seems the culprit really escaped from here. The slimy mud. It could have been from a swamp. Oh, that's different. I have to give it to Miss Hops. Who would have thought her morning special would be enough incentive for you to wake up early? That's right, be proud of me. If only you didn't fall back asleep after eating your breakfast. At least I wake up when clients come to the office. 5 minutes before, you mean. Shot at Gecko. I'm always aware whenever Croaky comes to visit. It's not exactly a hard accomplishment, but oh well, you win sometimes, you lose some. I knew I was your favorite boss. You're my only boss. Details. Oh, and speaking of, it seems the cash register wasn't used today. I can imagine Miss Hops was robbed this morning after all, so she probably closed the shop for today. Was any money stolen from the register? That too, but I'm talking about the culprit. It seems they didn't steal any money, so this wasn't a regular thief. You're right. Leaves? The dollars are leaves? Oh no. Did you find something bad? Dreadful. The swamp cookies were burnt. Why are you looking at me like that? This is bad news. You're not going to intimidate me with that stare, I tell you. Okay, fine. The cookies themselves aren't that relevant. You're right, Giddy. Or Gidget. I keep saying Giddy, like Gibby. No, it's Gidget. I knew you were a very capable detective who doesn't get distracted by trivial nonsense. It's a shame that I couldn't try the morning special, but at least I got to. Don't you dare finish that sentence. A piece of cake. Bad puns, my worst enemy. I thought your worst enemy was messiness and dirt, which is exactly why I want to get out of here as quickly as possible before I actually start cleaning myself. You and your germophobia. Boy, even if Miss Lollyhop got her mittens stolen, couldn't she have just used a dish towel to turn the oven off? Dish towels aren't very heat resistant. She probably would have burned her hand if she tried that. Besides, with the whole burglary incident, I imagine she must have been feeling quite panicked, so she probably forgot to turn off the oven. Is that actually everything? I'm not seeing the cursor change at anything else, so I think we're done. Alright, we're done here. I don't think there's anything left. Way to go, partner. Let's investigate somewhere else now. Thank you for letting us investigate the crime scene. And of course, for inviting us to that wonderful afternoon tea. It was my pleasure, Giddy. The afternoon? I thought the game started at like 11... Oh, okay, right. Were you able to find anything in your investigation? Sure did, which is why we must bid you farewell for now. I'm afraid this case isn't so simple and we'll need to investigate other areas. Please be careful, I wouldn't want you being hurt. Don't worry, Miss Lollyhops. Gidget is a bit reckless sometimes, but she's a great detective. I'll be right there by their side in case anything happens. That was meant for you too, Krusty dear. Take care of yourself now, you hear me? Yes, thank you. Take care of yourself too, Miss Lollyhops. What's this? Is the gecko feeling embarrassed? No, shut up, Kermit. Let's go, Kermit! Time to interview some people. Oh, you got to be joking. Rain now? You'd think the frog people would like rain. I thought frogs love the rain. I don't mind it, as long as it doesn't hinder my investigation, that is. Ugh. Can't be helped. Wait here until under the roof. I'll go get a leaf umbrella. But you'll get wet. I can always change once I'm at the office. Besides, haven't I told you before, we crested geckos come from the rainforest. We're really fast climbers. Now you mention it, I bet they like the rain because it makes them feel clean. Also, what's with the random trivia? Okay, stay there, Gidget, seriously. Don't do anything until I come back. Doubtful much. I trust you, alright, but I also know you can be reckless sometimes. I can't deny that. Just wait for me, okay? Fine. I also put together the clues I gathered today. Let's start with what Miss Lollyhops told us. Miss Lollyhops woke up very early to make a batch of her homemade cookies. Okay. Is this like Edgeworth Investigations? Like, it's... Just the mittens. Not even the money either. Cool. Rusher is taking their sweet time. Are they making the leaf umbrella from scratch or something? Gidget, is that you? Huh? What are you doing here? He has a leaf umbrella. I could ask you the same thing. Weren't you private investigators investigating? Impressive choice of words, officer. It's the meaning that counts. I'm just pulling your leg. Yes, actually we were, but the rain. Yeah, the rain. What about you? We've been pretty busy. Like I told you this morning, there have been a number of thieveries lately. We really can't catch a break, and this damned rain actually made us lose an important lead. Tell me about it. Ooh, this game has mild cursing in it. Can't you share anything with me? We could help each other out. Please, Croaky. I'm sorry, Gid. You know how much I appreciate you, but we're not kids anymore. I can't just go revealing private information to someone that's not on the force. It's against the law. I guess you were always like this, more proper than formality itself. But you wouldn't be Croaky if you weren't like that, and I like you as you are. Like me, you say. What's with that white thing in the hem of his pants? Gidget, what are you... I just thought I saw something. It was probably just a reflection of light. Wait. It's, Yeah, it's the other handle. It's the handle. Yeah, white cup handle. Why do you have it? Mysterious white item was discreetly added to the inventory. Actually, I met Crest when they got to the office. They told me to pick you up. What? Okay. A traitor. They did it on purpose. I don't mind. A police officer's duty includes many things, like patrolling the neighborhood. Yes, so you know, I could take you home. I don't see why not. Thank you, Croaky. I owe you one. I'll just keep investigating tomorrow and murder a gecko today. Right. Please come under a leaf umbrella so you don't get soaked. You can hold on to me if you need to. Okay, we'll do. I love the art in this game. Oops. Daylight. Is it morning already? We did, like, nothing that day. I guess it finally stopped raining, thank Frogness. Crest, what time is it? Crest? Where are they? What's this, a note? I went ahead and started questioning some citizens. I think we should split up so that we can cover more areas in Hoppity Town. We can meet later at the office and combine what each of us found. I tried to wake you up, but you were sleeping like a log. Did the rain make you that sleepy? What's with the sudden lone wolf attitude? Have they been reading too much Sherlock Frog? And I don't sleep like a log, do I? I guess I'll be myself most of today. Let's get going. Made it. This is the busiest street in Hoppity Town. Someone's bound to have seen or heard something about the mysterious thief. Who should I ask for info? Mr. Baloo. Once a week he always sends mail to his family residing in Toad Town. I shouldn't bother him though. He's always rushing somewhere and never seems to have time to talk. See what I mean? He already left. Those kids over there are starting school today. Have they moved to town recently? I guess that means their long hopla day is over. That kid seems to be free. Hello there. Would you like to help a detective and need us some info? Kid? It's no use. The kid's too focused on cloud watching. Can't say I blame him though. The sky is really beautiful after a day of rain. I wonder if there's any rainbows. Oh, that's where the bakery is. Oh, they're right next to each other? Did it really take you a half hour to get over there? Like... I gotta tell you, if this is like the hub of the city, you're never gonna be able to buy that. My god. Okay. Hello there. Oh, you a detective? Oh, there's more characters than the ones that were just on the game page. That's cool. I like this art style. I like seeing more characters. That's right, kid. A real detective through and through. That's cool. If I can't be a basketball pro when I grow up, then I want to be a detective like you, miss. That's so. Tell you what, kid. I'm actually in a bit of a pinch. My assistant called in sick today, and I'm in a real need of one right now. I can be your assistant? Please let me be your assistant. That'd be helpful, thank you. What should I do? Ready for your first task? I'm ready. Okay, listen up. One of the most important skills of the detective is to have observation skills. Detectives can see things that most people cannot. That's cool. And I see that you play basketball, right? Did you know that basketball players have very good visual memory? They can see a lot of fast-paced movement that other people would miss. You're right, our coach told us before. Practicing with the ball is important, but we also have to practice visual memory. Your coach is very smart. What is my first task as a detective? Seeing things? I believe, little one, that you may have already seen something. Do you practice with your ball a lot? I always stay up until the evening and then Mom comes pick me up. My house is very close by. You're very good, aren't you? What's your name? Casey. Very cute and fitting name. Tell me, do you remember noticing anything odd during your practices this past week? There have been some robberies lately, did you know? My mom's scarf was stolen a few days ago, and I think I saw the culprit. You mean there were... Culprits! You mean there were more than one? My mom said it was just a dream, but I actually still practice it. I was actually still practicing with the ball, so she didn't know I was awake. It's true, I really saw you, the two thieves. Do you remember what they looked like? It was dark and they were very fast, so I couldn't see them very well. One of them was big and jumped really high. The other one was a lot smaller, and they climbed the wall like it was nothing. What's the name of that animal? I am a freaking idiot. Way to go, Casey. You'd make an amazing detective. I hope to catch the bad guys, Detective Gidget. I won't let you down, Casey. You can count on me. I'll find your mom's scarf, too. I had to go home. Yes, Mom. Goodbye, goodbye, Detective. Bye, Casey. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Alright, that was a great testimony. So there are two culprits then. That's interesting. Oh, what was that? I think it came from the dark alleyway. I think I see someone. Are they taking out the trash? Wait, those are Miss Lollyhoff's mittens. Ah, damn it. Croak? Gidget? Oh crap, the thief. They're getting away. It's a monkey! I think that's a monkey. No, monkeys aren't slimy. I don't know why that body shape made me think monkey. You have a tail, too. Stop in the name of the law, Credible. They do like climbing walls, or they can climb walls, or they climb branches, or... It's too late, Croaky. They managed to escape. Curses, I'll make sure to catch them next time. The good thing is, I think these might be all the stolen items. Trash can add to inventory. Just take the whole ass trash can with you. What do you think? Did the descriptions match? I could see Miss Lollyhoff's mittens. The protocol says I can't... Oh, for Pete's sake, Croak. Lay off your protocol for 2 damn minutes, will you? Now's not the time. Sorry, you're right. Police officers should also be cooperative when it's demanded. That's right, Croaky. Well, do you recognize any? It's all here. A pair of mittens, scarf, purse, a bag of cookies, a book. That's odd. These items don't make any sense. What do you mean? Hold on. Oh, okay, I was hoping it would, like, list what the items were in the trash can. There's no coordination between them. They're just a bunch of random things. That's what I was gonna say. Now you mention it. What's this bad feeling I'm getting? I think I should report this. Well, then be able to return the items to their owners. Alright. After giving our testimonies to the police force, as well as returning the stolen items to their respective owners, Croak and I went back to our homes. While the police did examine the items before we gave them back, all they could gather was that the item had a bit of mud and smelled bad since they were found in the trash can. As for Crest, they didn't come back? They're the best character. I let Croak know, and he said we should meet up the next time at my office. Maybe Crest would come back in the morning, or maybe we'd have to report them as a missing person. Where are you? You woke up on your own this time. I guess they won't come back after all. I don't get it. Why would Crest suddenly disappear like that? It's really not like them at all. Something's not right. Something must have happened. That must be it. Gidget? No doorbell this time. Must be serious. What happened? It's Crest. Did you find them? In a way, I guess you could say that. It's part of their scarf, or neckerchief. That's a piece of crest neckerchief. Where'd you find this? On the... One of the police tarantulas sniffed out from the dark alley. What is a police tarantula? They've trained tarantulas in the police force. It actually stuck to a part of the wall. You understand what this means, right? Crest is not the culprit. And how do you explain this? It was stuck to the wall, and we saw that shadowy figure climbing the wall. It can't be any other than them. That doesn't mean Crest was behind everything. Look, I know they're like an older sibling to you, but you have to face the facts. An arrest warrant is already being made. The police have a responsibility to catch criminals. That's... The evidence proves it, Gidget. Not only that, geckos are really good climbers, too. If it had been a frog, wouldn't they have be jumping instead? Croak makes a really good point, but is this really enough to pin all the blame on Crest? I'm not saying you're wrong on everything, Croak, but this is still circumstantial evidence. Just because you found a piece of Crest neckerchief where all the items were found doesn't make them the mastermind of the whole case. Yeah, maybe the actual mastermind, like, tried to steal the neckerchief from them as well, but, like, couldn't, so it just ripped off a bit of it, I don't know. Can't be serious, Gidget, it's proof enough. You leave me no choice then. What can you tell me about this? I knew it. That doesn't mean anything, it's just a piece of junk. Really, because I know exactly how this got in the hem of your pants. When you were inspecting the crime scene at the bakery with the other officers, you accidentally broke the handle on one of Miss Lollyhop's cups. It was just an accident, and Miss Lollyhops probably wouldn't even get mad at you, but as a member of the police force, you were embarrassed. Even so, you couldn't just let the broken cup lying on the floor like that and disturb the actual crime scene, could you? Then why you decided to put it back on the shelf and pretend it never happened? Unfortunately, you weren't careful enough. You didn't think the little piece of ceramic would come back to haunt you. Okay, you win, I admit it. I broke the cup and even hid my crime. As a police officer, I'm despicable, a disgrace. It's all over, I should turn off my badge, Let's calm down, man. I lied. It's not the end of the world, Croaky. Do you really think people are honest 100% of the time? You can always apologize to Miss Lollyhops later and let her know what happened. My point here is that even though you broke the cup, you're not a thief. See where I'm going with this? Look, I won't deny that Crest has some part in this. I'm not an idiot. That piece of cloth you found is definitely from their neckerchief. And I'd bet my magnifying glass on Crest being the one we saw at the dark alley. With all that being said, though, I feel like we're still missing a piece of the puzzle, and I believe we can find it. Okay, I trust your intuition, I trust you. I'll follow you to the end. Hooray, thank you, this means a lot. Don't mention it. Time to go then, to end to end all this and find the missing piece of the puzzle. Are you ready? To the place where the old town used to be. I thought that said the frog got in swamp for a second. I was gonna get very angry. Is this like a new chapter? Should I like leave it off here? The thing about visual novels is that because I'm talking a lot, I often get like a little burnt out quicker than I do just like recording most of the types of games I play, so episodes, I guess, can be a little shorter. I think I'll leave it off here. I'll see you folks later. Thanks for watching.